Hey everyone, and welcome to our League of Legends Champion Roundtable. I'm Lucas Sullivan with GamesRadar.com.
Hey, and I'm Hollander Cooper with GamesRadar.com.
Josh Augustine from PCGamer.com.
And this week we're taking a look at Varus, the Arrow of Retribution.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, what a cool name. Cool guy, tough guy.
Yeah, tough guy over here, right?
He's got no pants on. So his passive, Living Vengeance, on champion kills or assists, he gets a whopping 40% attack speed. If it's a minion kill, then he gets 20% attack speed.
It really helps him clear out like jungle or just a group of creeps real quick.
Yeah.
Then his signature move is his Q, Piercing Arrow. Basically, he pulls back his weird, like, it looks like blood or something is his arrow.
Yeah.
And he charges up a shot. If you press Q again, then he releases it, and it goes, based on however long you pulled it for.
And you can move around a little and slowly while it's charging.
Yes. It's great for sniping.
Yeah.
His W, Blighted Quiver, it basically puts up to 3 stacks of a debuff on your target, and if you use an ability on them, it'll detonate these stacks and do around, I think, 15% damage at max level. So this is pretty
50% of their health.
That's the first time I actually understood that ability. It's so confusing.
I was also as Coop can tell you, I basically stared at the explanation for 30 seconds going, I don't know what this does.
But once you actually read it, it's like, oh, okay.
So you say. His E is Hail of Arrows. He just shoots a volley into the air and arrows rain down on a little area of effect.
Yeah. Slow and healing debuff, which is really nice.
And his ultimate, Chain of Corruption. It's kind of like an arrow version of Morgana's ult. It'll hit a target, lock them in place, and either allies are near them, it'll spread to them like a disease and do the same effect.
It's really cool, but it's really hard to get it to actually spread.
Yeah,
it's hard to just hit with it sometimes.
It's a thin
Yeah, it moves kind of
arrow.
slow, too.
Yeah.
So what do we think of Varus?
I absolutely love him. I didn't expect to, but and at first I liked him without knowing why exactly, but once I realized that how his moves work together, his W, you have to auto attack to get stacks on it, so you kind of have to use his abilities in like a weird order where you have to slow them and then hit them a few times, and then use your Q, which goes really far, and then that triggers them, and then you use your ult on them, and then you hit them a few more times. He's just really good when you learn to combo his moves with auto attacks, and his Q is so good.
Yeah, his Q is so fun. The most fun I had was kind of shooting back over your shoulder, because you can run as it's charging up. So someone's chasing you, you're running away, and then when it's at max, you just turn around and launch behind you and keep running. And then
or you hit them, and then it does so much damage that you realize then, like, hey, now I have more health than them, and then you hit them with the ult, and you just combo out. I mean, I got, and people don't. He just does so much damage. That, especially if you're fighting against 2 champions and you kill one, that 40% attack speed boost, all of a sudden that second champion's health is dipping fast.
I just couldn't figure him out personally. Like, all his moves, you don't want to chain them one after the other. You want to have auto attacks in the middle of them. And that just seemed weird to me. Like, his damage output is over time instead of burst.
It's almost a little bit like Twitch, where like Twitch, or any champion that has like, I guess, Misfortune, where she has the ability to like, you hit her W and she has more attack speed. It's almost like that, except his W is a passive.
Yeah. To me, honestly, I hate his look. This is personal
his
preference.
His walk is abysmal.
You
Yes,
guys
and his
are
posture.
dead wrong about that. He just looks awesome.
He looks ridiculous. His arrow is like super cartoony. I don't like it at all.
He looks really like he was drawn by the Penny Arcade guys, because he was.
Yeah, and that's very clear, and so that's just not my style. But I will say, the Q is a really cool mechanic. If I want that, I'd rather play Xerath, personally. To line up those shots on Dominion, I had a really fun time like hiding in the bushes because you're so close to the lane, just picking off people as they're running by. But I'd just rather do that on Xerath.
So thumbs up, thumbs down?
I'd give thumbs down.
I will also give thumbs down. I do like his look a lot. I don't know what you're on, Josh, but he is so cool looking. But to me, he's like a bad Kog'Maw. He has a slow, he has a long-range artillery shot, but his passive is just so confusing to me. I don't really get it.
You put the stacks on someone and then you hit them and it does damage. I'm going to give a thumbs up, which I didn't expect going in because I usually don't do very well with AD carries. And for some reason with him, I love him. I love going bottom with him with another person. Hiding in the bushes and sniping is so fun. Just, I didn't expect to do so well and to enjoy him so much, but I really like him.
We should team up, you and me, Xerath and
Talon.
Varus.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
Long range
Deadly
mortar shots. Yeah. So that's our verdict. 2 thumbs down, 1 thumb up. That's it for this week, but be sure to check out GamesRadar.com and PCGamer.com whenever a new champion is released for a new roundtable.